Welcome everyone to this comprehensive lecture on Anatomy and Physiology 2. Today, we embark on Module 1, where our primary focus will be on two key systems, the respiratory system and the digestive system. Remember, the human body is an incredible masterpiece of interconnected systems, each carrying out specialized functions while maintaining harmony with others. In this lecture, we're not just going to list structures and definitions, we'll build a complete conceptual map of how these systems work, why they work that way, and how disruptions can affect overall health. So, let's start our journey with the respiratory system. Part 1, the respiratory system. 1. Overview. The respiratory system is the body's gateway to oxygen and the exit path for carbon dioxide. Without oxygen, cellular respiration grinds to a halt, and without carbon dioxide removal, the body's acid-base balance would quickly destabilize. The system's functions can be broken into ventilation, the physical movement of air in and out of the lungs. Gas exchange, the diffusion of oxygen into the blood and carbon dioxide out of it. Gas transport, movement of gases via the blood to and from tissues. Cellular respiration, utilization of oxygen by cells to produce ATP. Acid-base regulation, maintaining pH through CO2 balance. 2. Organs of respiration. Let's work from the outside inward. 2.1 Nose. Structure, divided into the external nose and nasal cavity. Function, filters, warms, and humidifies incoming air. The nose is lined with ciliated epithelium and mucus-secreting goblet cells that trap particles. 2.2 Pharynx. Structure, muscular tube divided into nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Function, serves both respiratory and digestive systems, acting as a pathway for air and food. 2.3 Larynx. Structure, composed of cartilage, e.g., thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, epiglottis. Function, directs air into the trachea and prevents food entry into the airway. Also houses the vocal cords, allowing phonation. 2.4 Trachea. Structure, C-shaped cartilage rings with smooth muscle at the posterior aspect. Function, provides a clear airway to the lungs, lined with ciliated mucosa to trap and remove debris. 2.5 Bronchi and bronchioles. The trachea bifurcates into right and left primary bronchi, then into secondary and tertiary bronchi, and finally into bronchioles. Bronchioles lack cartilage but have smooth muscle for diameter control. 2.6 Lungs. Right lung, 3 lobes, left lung, 2 lobes, to accommodate the heart. Contain alveoli, which are the sites of gas exchange. Surrounded by pleura, visceral pleura on the lung surface and parietal pleura lining the thoracic cavity. 3. Physiology of respiration. Respiration consists of 3 main stages. Pulmonary ventilation, inhalation and exhalation via changes in thoracic cavity volume and pressure, Boyle's law in action. External respiration, exchange of gases between alveoli and blood in pulmonary capillaries. Internal respiration, exchange of gases between systemic capillaries and tissue cells. 4. Gaseous exchange. Gas exchange is governed by partial pressure gradients. The oxygen diffuses from high pressure in alveoli to low pressure in blood, CO2 moves the opposite way. Diffusion distance, thin alveolar capillary membrane facilitates rapid exchange. Surface area, about 70 square meters of alveolar surface in adults. Oxygen binds to hemoglobin in red blood cells. Carbon dioxide is carried dissolved in plasma, bound to hemoglobin, or as bicarbonate ions. 5. Respiratory volumes and capacities. Key terms. Tidal volume, TV, air moved in a normal breath. Inspiratory reserve volume, IRV, extra air that can be inhaled after normal inspiration. Expiratory reserve volume, ERV, extra air exhaled after normal expiration. Residual volume, RV, air remaining after maximal exhalation. Vital capacity, VC, TV plus IRV plus ERV. Total lung capacity, TLC, VC plus RV. 6. Control of respiration. Respiration is regulated by medullary respiratory center, controls rhythm. Pneumothoracic and apneustic centers, fine-tune breathing patterns. Chemoreceptors, in medulla, carotid bodies, and aortic bodies detect CO2, O2, and pH changes. 7. Clinical relevance. asthma, bronchoconstriction and inflammation limit airflow. COPD, chronic bronchitis and emphysema impair ventilation and gas exchange. Pneumonia, infection reduces gas exchange efficiency. Pulmonary fibrosis, scoring increases diffusion distance. Part 2, the digestive system. 1. Overview. The digestive system converts complex food into simple molecules for absorption and utilization. Its processes include ingestion, propulsion, mechanical digestion, chemical digestion, absorption, defecation. 2. Organs of digestion. 2.1 Mouth. Contains teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. Function: mechanical breakdown via chewing, chemical breakdown via salivary enzymes like amylase. 2.2 Esophagus. Muscular tube moving food to the stomach via peristalsis. Has upper and lower sphincters to control passage. 2.3 Stomach. J-shaped organ producing gastric juice containing HCl and pepsin. Mechanically churns food into chyme. Initiates protein digestion. 2.4 Small intestine. Sections: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Main site of digestion and absorption. Enzymes from pancreas and bile from liver aid digestion. 2.5 Large intestine. Absorbs water and electrolytes. Houses beneficial gut microbiota. Forms and stores feces. 2.6 Accessory organs. Liver, produces bile, metabolizes nutrients, detoxifies. Gallbladder, stores and releases bile. Pancreas, produces digestive enzymes and bicarbonate. 3. Physiology of digestion, absorption, and metabolism. Carbohydrates, monosaccharides. Proteins, amino acids. Lipids, fatty acids, and glycerol. Absorption occurs mainly in the small intestine through villi and microvilli. Metabolism in the liver processes absorbed nutrients into usable energy or storage forms. 4. Basal metabolic rate, BMR, and body mass index, BMI. BMR, the minimum energy needed at rest to maintain vital functions. BMI, a weight-to-height ratio used to assess weight status. 5. Digestive secretions and control. Secretions are regulated by neural and hormonal mechanisms. Gastrin, stimulates gastric juice. Secretin, stimulates bicarbonate release from pancreas. Cholecystokinin, CCK, triggers bile and pancreatic enzyme release. 6. Physiology of defecation. Defecation is a reflex action initiated when the rectum fills with feces. The internal anal sphincter relaxes involuntarily, while the external sphincter is under voluntary control.